Is he a member of fire inspection? Back?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting the paperwork. Just don't know the
You are
15
recording?
people.
We are now recording.
Recording.
Good, okay. We're coming back out of executive session at 11:13 a.m. We're gonna go ahead and move to number 16 on the agenda, discussion and/or action regarding the possible removal of an ARB member. Do we have any discussion or action with a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we remove the ARB member, Mr. Smith.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to thank Mr. Schmidt for the service so far. So I know you did the hard work and you prepared for it, so thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I'll be back next year because I'm a humble servant of the Lord Jesus Christ, and even Jesus was persecuted. So Bill Glass, in his book that he wrote, said that whenever Jesus chose his disciples, he was only 11 to 12. So I'm gonna leave my badge here, okay?
Thank you.
I look forward to being with you in the next season. Here you go. Right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on to number 8, presentation of the 2027 budget.
Mr. Chair, if I may, the ARB is up there with the missing some people. Can we go back?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes, we do. And James is coming.
Okay, work. All right. Ms. Deborah?
Okay, so if I can have you all go to tab 8 in your books. Page 1 identifies our proposed budget for 2027 at $11,107,808. That is a 3.9% increase from the current year adopted budget. You go to page 2 of the same tab. The following discussion flows with the line items starting page 12 and 14 with more detail on them. Just some of the high points, as you have highlighted in your book on page 2, I am requesting a 5% cost of living pay. The cost of that 5% is $256,393. We had TCDRS, which is our Texas Counties and Districts Retirement System, is remaining at the same rate of 12.61% for 27. We've got our group health care insurance decreased in the amount of $59,344 due to plan restructuring. Moving down, we've got supplies and operating expenses. There's a series of budget items that'll decrease by about $2,999. Again, just more streamlining through our budget. Professional services, this was the big one. Our new CAMA system coming on board in 27 is more expensive than what we currently have had for the past 12, 13 years. Higher renewal prices, subscriptions, ongoing homestead audit. All of these things have resulted in a $173,217 increase. We've got our GIS service contract, which is also a large amount. The ongoing annual cost is at $166,358. And then lastly, on the next page 3, our legal contingency. With an original goal of $2 million to be funded at $500,000 annually. We have no current capital outlay for this 2027 budget. And so we'll go ahead and move over to page 12. And we've got a spreadsheet there that talks about whether each line item is increased or decreased. And so if you all had a chance to look at that. And then of course, page 13 outlines the total at the bottom. Increase of $424,379, which is a 3.97% increase proposed. Page 14 through 18 really just goes through each line item. If you all have any questions about that, I'm here to answer. You go on to page 22, which talks about the allocations for our entities. At the last meeting, you all had approved giving back some funds to the entities for, as a result of our 2024 audit. And so that is here in the middle of the page. There's a Plan 24 refund. That's 1.222603. That's listed here. It's also it's included in the estimated net 2027 allocation. And so the decrease to our entities would actually be a decrease with that credit, giving that money back. And that's on page 22.
So that's gonna be reducing the revenue,
That's gonna be reducing their revenue
our revenue from them
from them, yes,
in next year,
in 27,
even though we know about it now.
even though we know about it now.
Because we already started collecting some of their 26, some of them prepay. This is gonna be communicated to them when we certify and send out their notices?
Absolutely,
Okay.
This will be for the 26-27 budget.
yes.
So one story
One-
prepaid or something, right? And then we're gonna have to credit them back.
So,
What were you gonna say, Kevin?
only a couple. Was there a cost of living last year?
A 4%, yes, sir.
5% seems a lot.
I was
Well-
basically going off of, I know it's been consistent 4% year over year whenever it's been proposed.
Because I know the county went 3 years without any. And so, they did do one finally last year, person paycheck. You don't ever want to be caught behind the ball, but typically city, those are 2.5%, 3% maybe. I think the district's been probably a little rich on the COLAs. Just my 2 cents, because I remember the taxing jurisdictions are maxed out at 3.5% for a total budget increase, but, so I think we need to at least be cognizant of that and not be increasing ours more than 3.5%, if at all possible. And so maybe when you look at that, and then there was something else I saw, maybe reanalyze the legal contingency fee too,
Okay,
just to figure out if there's, these are suggestions, we're not voting on anything today, this is just a
Right.
presentation.
right, exactly.
So it's just something to kind of look at and see if we can whittle some of that down a little bit. And maybe do some surveys around the area to see, at least within our taxing jurisdictions, what other taxing jurisdictions are doing as terms of COLA. As best I know, the county's doing 0 this year, just as a point of reference, so. I'm not aware of them coming up with a COLA at all, so.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure what
Will
them
do.
are, city or those, but just so we're being as consistent as possible.
Will do.
And I know things are getting more expensive, I get it,
Yeah.
gas is ridiculous, but,
I do have one question about that, and it always strikes me about the bus stations rate, because it's $150,000 bill. And I know you mail everything out, right? And does the comptroller make us do the mail outs physically? Or could we do an email vote in from people, or start changing that process? You know, like banks say, we want the paper ballots anymore. Because $150,000 every year for postage and stuff like that is a lot
I
of
think
money.
it's a state requirement.
It's a
I think
state,
we
that's
talked-
what
I think
was
we talked about it
that's why
last
I'm
year,
asking.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so they want it in mail, you have to mail it physically, mail it out. So we
Yes.
need to go to the state to change that. Okay?
well,
No,
yeah,
I mean,
I
I'm
think it's
just
all state
asking.
notices
Yeah.
of any kind have to be mailed. I think it's not just taxes. It's
yeah,
all of everything that we get from the state or government's always.
So
You gotta have a
it's
physical
printing
copy.
in addition to
Yes.
the mailing,
Mhm.
so it's probably double that.
Yeah, yeah, it's
and
not, and then
postage,
they-
and postage is going up, you know, so like.
that's why, and it
That's
makes
the
no
main
sense,
cost
because
increase,
90% of
the
people
postage
go online,
goes
you
to
know?
They throw away the junk
Yeah,
mail.
yeah,
And then all the unfunded mandates and then having to send certain
and
things
that's a
certified.
state question, okay?
Yes.
75% of the mailbox right now is campaign flyers.
Yeah. And politicians.
No offense, I'm just saying.
Those elected officials.
Okay, so Kevin brought up the cost of living increases, why Deborah look into that, and then the legal fund amount. Are there any other things that we want her to address in the budget?
And just take a look, I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying it, you know,
It would be
let's
good to
just
know.
find some things out and then just make sure we're doing a good analysis.
Yeah.
But I had more of a, just comment, I went through this with Deborah yesterday, and just wanted to say that I was very impressed how you line itemed all the increases. It's very,
Yes, it's very,
self-explanatory, you can hand this to a monkey and they can understand it. And I love that, I think that is awesome, it really clarifies any questions for a lot of them.
yeah. It was clear as bell.
Great.
So, great job.
No insult to anybody when I said that, but she did a good job with this, I was.
We looked at it, $3,000 in printing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, any other questions on the budget?
I mean,
I
there's
had
no
a
action.
sorry, I had a question,
Sure.
that I wrote down from yesterday with the elections. Should we be accruing for that in the non-election years, so it doesn't hit us every year, or is it, like, what's the best practice there?
Did you ever get the expense? you
Yes, I
requested
did,
that? Okay.
I did. And it was calculated in our 27 budget.
Got it.
What's the expense?
Yeah.
So we can, do that at the direction of the board. If, just anticipated cost, we could have a line item that allots for election, even in a non-election year.
Right.
We could, if that's a suggestion the board wants to have us, a direction you want us to go in.
I wish Caitlin and Susie were here for this. I don't know. I kind of like it I like it because we know we're going to have it at least every other year, and depending on
And I
what
think you
the
ought to get-
legislators do.
And like ideas of pro rata,
Right.
I like it too, I think it's
There's a
great idea.
dedicated fund.
That way the budget doesn't get
Election
hit double.
dedicated.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, it's
Yeah.
consistent.
Right.
think
I would
that-
like
that's
it
what-
personally. Okay. That was my only question.
Okay.
In addition to Kevin's.
Definitely take a look at it and bring it before the board with more detail,
Okay.
what it might look like.
Is next month when we need to vote, or is July the drop? Next
It's
month?
next month.
Okay.
Yeah, July is the time we would need to vote.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Present
this is
Oh, yeah,
just a
sorry.
hearing,
This
right?
is
Yes,
just,
this
yeah.
is just a proposed presentation.
Okay, if you think of anything in the meantime, just let Deborah know, and we can, I'll work that out.
Yes.
Might keep us moving since we're
Yeah.
been here for a while now. Let's see, we're on number 9. Discussion and or action to authorize, discussion and or action to authorize seeking competitive sealed bids for procurement for a heating, ventilation, air conditioning system and related services, authorizing publishing a notice.
Yes, so if you'll go to tab 9, as you are aware, from last year, we had our HVAC on the 3rd floor that needed some repairs, like emergency repairs. We found out from that exercise that we are in need of an HVAC replacement. And so what that is comprised of is 3 units. It is just replacement. It's not re-engineering any of the HVAC system in the office. It is replacement of the 3 units and installation. So that being said, we did get advice from our legal counsel that, there's a difference between procurement, an RFP and an IFB. And municipalities do practice IFBs. We do run off of municipality rules as a district. And so we are going to follow that IFB process. And so it's just a standard HVAC unit purchase and installation. There will be no engineer's report to install or any of that. It's just going to be a simple installation. So there won't be any need for a committee, or the award will go to the lowest responsible bidder. No evaluation or scoring of different criteria. Process is much simpler.
I'm all for that.
Yes. So basically, we just need an action or discussion to move forward with that process.
I'll make a motion to go forward with IFB for the replacement of the HVAC system.
A second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? All right. You need help with these, put those specs and then help you all right now. Let's see, okay, next on the agenda, discussion and or action related to the auction of vehicles.
That'll be Jared.
I'm bringing this item before the board today, asking for an approval to auction off our oldest fleet vehicles. We have 5 2014 model vehicles, 3 sedans and 2 trucks. These vehicles have had increased maintenance costs over the years, and 12 years old and no longer dependable for our day-to-day operations for appraisal work. So we're asking for the board's approval today to auction off these vehicles.
I do see there's a 2025 in there though, the CRV. Is that a typo?
We're looking at the
Number 68?
Oh, yeah, no, that was one that we purchased last year that, but that's not gonna be
The
for auction.
red or is what they're
The
auctioning
red
off?
or-
The redder for the auction,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I'm ready for the auction.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That was
Yeah.
one that we replaced, one that was totaled.
No, that's fine. I thought we were auctioning all these off, so.
No, just the red, just 5.
There wasn't any like notes there, so I'm
Sorry.
looking, oh crap, we're auctioning.
Kevin was going after that 2025.
Get a good deal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, I was just wondering why we're auctioning 2025, right?
Yeah.
If I can get a motion on that?
So moved to auction the vehicles number 44, 45, 46, 47, 41.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? All right, motion passes. Next up, we got Daniel with discussion and or action related to the auction of computer equipment.
And I'm not on camera, so welcome up to that.
That'll be tab 11.
Yeah.
For this handy paper that I have prepared already. As any IT department, we accumulate stuff over the years, and every so often we need to get rid of said stuff. This time I've just made a list of redundant equipment that we're not going to need any longer, and there's no reason to keep on board because of the progression of technology. It's several computers, it's a couple of devices that don't work, it's devices that do work. I don't know if you have the note on your sheet that says that none of the storage drives will be included in the auction. If it has a hard drive or a solid state drive on it, those will be removed and either wiped in-house or destroyed before disposal. Does anybody have any questions
How
about
are
any of
you
the line
doing
items?
it? So how are you auctioning it or selling it?
I assume the auction will be handled through the public surplus
Surplus.
website, like our
Correct,
previous
yes.
ones have. We have a link on our website that goes to our current auctions at all times, so as soon as they're up online, anybody can register an account and bid on those.
I have a question about your 2 boxes of cables.
Yeah, we can separate those out if needed, but there's not really any reason to, because anybody who buys those is buying it for bulk copper.
Do they sell, do people bid on those?
I think they will.
Okay,
It's possible. We could put them in one large box instead, if you think that's a better idea.
no, I wouldn't buy a box of cables.
It's gonna be pennies. I mean, most of the stuff is just gonna be junk anyway, you know?
A lot of it might
Some stuff
have
in
some
there.
dollars.
It's a weird question. Why do we have so many audio mixers here?
It's a good
Do we have
question.
sound all through the building?
It's a good question.
Okay.
Last year, we replaced our main audio mixer that we're hearing you on right now. That was the big one, that's the 24 channel. It had been degrading over the years and some of the channels didn't work. And
Okay. Just wondering why we had so many. I was just like-
the other, two of the other three were the old ARB mixers when we had that centralized system upstairs in panel D, in the old panel D. They had slowly gone bad one at a time.
Okay, now I'm just curious,
Replaced
that's a
them.
strange mix to have in a building like this one's.
It is. We've used analog audio mixers for ARB and board meetings historically, and the 4 that we're getting rid of are just all of the ones that have stopped working in the last 15 years.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That was curiosity.
So we
Close.
just basically need an,
Yeah, need a motion?
I'll make a motion to auction off the computer equipment listed.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? All right, motion passes.
Thank you.
Let's move in. Deborah, discussion and action, approve the ratification of the banking services contract with Rock Bank.
yes, sir, so if you'll go to tab 12, that's our contract, and everybody agreed and voted on the contract, and here we are bringing the actual contract back for your review.
We've been using them anyway, right?
Yes, it was the existing, and they were the only ones who actually submitted a bid.
Okay, makes it easier.
Easy enough,
Yes, so we just need
and
a,
they're great, we've been using them for years.
I'll make a motion to accept the banking services
Second.
contract.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All righty, motion passes. Number 13, receive report identifying current appraisal district contracts.
okay, and so currently, the only one coming up in the next few months is gonna be the Microsoft 365. That's coming up for renewal in July, and that's the only thing we have coming up in the next couple months for the board to consider. Other than that, we don't have anything to review or report in the next few months.
Is it gonna be the same cost or close to it, or, cause it says 73,658 was last year?
We are currently talking to them to try to get that pricing to stay the same.
I'm just wondering, it's not like we have a different option, but
Yes.
from my.
I was gonna say Microsoft's kind
Yeah.
of like, hey, this is how much it is,
Yeah.
for you take it or leave it.
Sure.
Hope you like it.
Daniel, you have something to add to that?
Yeah, just wanted to point out that it's not strictly a subscription. We also,
Licenses.
well, those are
Yes.
subscriptions, but we also pay for hosting and remote processing. We mirror our server, our network with Microsoft,
Okay.
and our online storage is also synced with them. So as our storage needs go up and down, and as our server needs go in and out, that portion of that charge will change, but that's not a huge.
Maybe ebb and flow.
Right, so it will vary.
Like monthly?
No,
Or just if you
no,
need to
just
increase
one
it?
time.
No, it's not a subscription fee.
Oh, okay.
It's based on usage, so,
Oh, okay, I
and
understand.
so it is a monthly charge.
Right, so we get a charge monthly.
It's like a just dedicated server through OneDrive or something like that?
Something like that, yeah, it's through Azure services, so.
Okay.
That'd be a mystery then.
Interesting.
Don't take any action on it.
No, it's just, I think it was just receive the report identifying the
Okay.
current
Yeah.
contracts.
That's all it is.
Any other questions? All right, Deborah, hand it to you for the chief appraisal.
Yes, so if we go to tab 17, I'd like to just give you a few stats on item 17A is actually reporting on our current protest season. As I stated earlier, we do have 23 more days left for ARB, our protest. So In total, we've had we've had 3 runs of notices being sent out. We will have a 4th on June the 15th. In total of all of the notices that have gone out, that's 159,984 notices. Protests to date, we've got 37,402. That's about a 23% receipt of protests based on the number of notices we sent out. So just wanted you all to have those numbers.
What do those compare to last year? That 23%? Do you know?
It was higher last year. I don't have the exact numbers, but I'll be happy to report that in my next
Okay.
chief appraiser. Just as a comparison of last year, I'll go a little further and maybe look at the last 2 or 3 years. And then we move on to item B, and it's an update on the 3rd floor. So the 3rd floor project, work is currently underway. Actually started it this week for the 3rd floor project. There have been 3 phases. In the first phase, we had testing for asbestos and other items that might have been hazardous to the environment. We contracted and completed the abatement. We've had removal of ceiling tiles and rewiring computer Cat 6 throughout the 3rd floor to bring it up to current spec. And then finally, the contractor will complete the restoration estimated to be completed in 2026. So that's the 3rd floor project update. Item C is our financial audit engagement letter. We have entered into services with Gowland, Morales, and Smith. They've already started asking for information, so we're undergoing our audit for 25. The cost will not exceed $17,500. So wanted you all to be aware of that. And item D, update on GASB 54. As you all know, GASB 54 is our designated funds for items that have been needed and have been approved by the board. Just want you all to know we will start transferring we will start transferring funds from GASB 54 to the general fund to cover the CAMA, to cover the 3rd floor project, and let's see what other item. Our fleet vehicles moving around may or may not be affected, and then the homestead audit. Camera replacement, homestead audit, 3rd floor project. Our HVAC system, those items will be moving funds from the GASB to cover that. And lastly is section E, or letter E. Our next board meeting date is set for July 9th at 9 a.m. That's when we will be bringing back the budget for consideration, public hearing, and God willing, approval.
I won't be here on July 9th, so I won't be here on July 9th.
That's not acceptable.
So sorry.
Can you remote?
Can't do it without me. I can remote from a beach.
Oh.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
Okay, do we have any suggested items for the next board meeting?
I do, and I want to explain why I'm suggesting this.
Okay.
When Ed, James, and I were sworn in, everybody's here, we were sworn in 5 minutes and asked to vote on a raise, bonus, and contract extension for Ronnie. We literally were sworn in for 5 minutes, okay? Being new, we had no track record of Ronnie. We do have a track record, however, of Deborah. Given the water situation, given a whole host of things that could be going on, not saying they are, I'd like to lock Deborah in for a 5-year contract, and that way she can't run away. then I want to put that on
If
the
she's
agenda for
approved.
next time.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious.
I would be ecstatic.
We literally were talking about this yesterday, and I asked her, I go, do we have you under contract? Because I remember with Kevin, we had discussed keeping her on payroll, and I have asked Deborah as of yesterday, actually, to find out best practices from other districts and how they're doing it, just so we have that information.
We just need
And
to
she
do
was
it
gonna
before
bring it
somebody
up.
poaches her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty funny. We actually talked about it yesterday.
Okay, so we're all on the same page then. All right.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Kevin.
We should be.
That's right.
There's still plenty of work for me to do, we have a good team, and we're working together, and I love what I do. I appreciate any opportunity to serve in this capacity.
And you want to work for 5 more years?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Good.
Take me to retirement.
You're kind of one short on your team though now.
I think we have, I'll have to look, towards the end of the year, I think we have her review and whatnot, and I think it goes to that next step. Let me look at that timeline, that way we can get the information too, and then we can just do a separate meeting to discuss all that.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that-
bear in mind, we're gone in December.
Well, no, I'm talking about before that, like
Yeah.
October-ish or whatever, we'll
Okay.
figure it out, September, October.
I have new business, I want it on the record, and Deborah, I really want, not for next meeting because you're doing roll and everything, but what we discussed about the ARB, that we have to come up with rules, so I want it on the record for maybe the August or September meeting, that we actually start working on that, or the ARB is starting. to
Maybe an
work on it.
update on policies
Yes,
Policy and
that they've
procedure.
made
Policy
yes,
procedure.
from our discussions.
Yes.
That way they've already made
yes,
those changes.
exactly, because otherwise we kick it down. And then we have a lull, I think, with ARB after July, so
Yes.
after you're done, whenever, that would be great.
Will do.
Okay, anything else? All righty, well, we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 11:45 a.m.
Thank you.
Good job, everyone.
Just shy of a 3-hour one today.